that you ain't feeling too fine, and I hope that you feel much better. Yes, I do.
Good evening, and we're back. It's Saturdays on the Brunch Bunch, which is actually a new situation. And thank you for coming, by the way. So, it's been a minute, actually. We've been hanging out for about an hour, but you guys are just joining us, so welcome. We have Frank Deniro, and I just want to get Justin Kirkland.
Yeah,
That's a whole other behind-the-scenes joke that we've been. What's up, TK? How are you, boo? Okay. Anyway, so what happened to love? I have to say is something that's been a hot topic for me this week. You may not know this. I've been stalking you for quite a bit. Through that, right. I've come across. It's an internet web series. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. What was the inspiration behind that?
Just wanted to open up the conversation about love, relationships, and just the state of love. I wanted to talk about it, not from just a male point of view. You know, obviously I'm a male, I'm writing it, but just wanted to really bounce back and forth the ideas and concepts and find out what's the problem, like what's going on, and also talk about the good and the bad, and elaborate on it.
So now that I know that, now we're gonna really get into some juice. Okay,
Let's
so
talk.
it's funny, when I do interviews, I often will watch the project in its entirety, like right before I interview, so it's very fresh.
Right.
So in watching, like the first 10 minutes, I was like, just, oh my God, this is so for me, because one episode you talk about the Sauvignon Blanc, and the guy goes, well, what's that? And so it just brought me to a moment, and if he's watching, how are you, boo, with his orchids in Florida. So this affluent African-American and I went to the movies, and he didn't know what he wanted to watch. And I said, what do you want to watch? And he goes, I'm not sure. I said, let's check out the synopsis. And he says, that sounds great. Let's watch that. Somebody kill me. So when you referenced the Sauvignon Blanc, I immediately felt connected, because I felt like there's a demographic of us who definitely understand that there are ways to excel, and there are others who just could care less. And you don't realize that until you meet a certain plateau, and it's just like, and here we are.
Right.
So with that said, it's not just that you cater to, it's education.
Yeah.
There's a lot of family background, which I think is great. Especially since I think oftentimes the Black family is not portrayed in such an amazing light. So to see the working class woman, she's wearing scrubs, she's in the medical fields, and you're fighting, but you're both working, it's like amazing. You're getting quite a bit of action. We'll get to that later on.
Okay.
I know that you're the director, and if that's the case, then I've missed my calling, because I should have been directing movies since the beginning of time. But I have to say, I think it's impressive that you took the initiative, and I think that it's easier now because of social media.
Yeah.
Do you feel that way, or do you feel like this is just who you are, and you would have been there anyway? Like you would have been, this would have been your story regardless as to the access. Because to be honest, prior to social media, people were obviously doing it.
Yeah.
So do you feel that this would have been your story regardless, or do you feel that because of social media, this is really...
It helps. I mean,
100%.
It might have been a different story, but because I was watching a lot of web series and watching what's going on and seeing what's working, I didn't see this topic really discussed, and not to this depth that we have it, like for his character, Justin here is playing Sean.
He's also the assistant director. Let me just make that clear. He's not just Sean. And Mr. Kirkland, I have to say your physique is amazing.
Thank you.
Right. So we'll get past that. Let me get back to business.
Then
But
Karen got competition, but go ahead.
I do think that what's interesting is you come on, you have a certain dynamic, you have a demographic that is focused on what you guys are doing. Why do you think people are enthralled? Was this something that there was a gap? Which I know the answer to. I just want to know what you think.
Right. You almost said it just now, but
Okay.
I mean, I feel as though we just talking about a lot of real life stuff.
Yeah.
Even sometimes they have the script, but sometimes I let them talk. Yeah. Like they're going over the lines, they're talking, they're doing the part, and then I just see them and watching. That conversation just flows.
Yeah. Everything's so relatable.
Yeah.
You read the script, and it's not one person I read it that said, "Oh, that reminds me of something I did before."
What do you think about, and again, this is a guilty pleasure that I think a lot of people do have, and I'm not mad. I think there's a platform for it, but I do think that you have pre and post MySpace era, and I feel like that with that, you have a certain responsibility for the message that you do bring. People are watching you.
Right.
What do you want to bring, not just with the family dynamic and the education, what do you want to bring to the table? It has to be tangible. And I think that is, we've spoken, again, that you guys are just catching up. It's been a lot behind the scenes. But what do you see happening with this web series? What do you see this kind of snowballing into for you guys?
I mean, with the show, I wanted to just keep expanding and keep growing. So as you're watching, almost every episode, a new character is getting into the mix. So like episode 4, 3, and 5, you see his character Ricky. You know, he's complete opposite as to Sean's character, but he has a story also. There's people who relate to Ricky and how he's living his life and what he's going through. So why isn't his story being told? You know, and it can fit 100%. In the same type of show, same show. Right. It can fit with him also. He's human. It doesn't matter where he's from, where he grew up from, what school he went to. He's a human being. Doesn't matter if he's black or white, even though we do have all black cast. But the stories, I have white people who watch it, Spanish people who watch it, it doesn't matter.
We're gonna have to hang on. You're gonna have to hang on for a second. So, you know, it's funny because that was way down on my list of things on my clipboard. My clipboard has since been chucked, and I don't know where my notes are, but it's cool. So, my thing is, you brought up the all-black cast. So, with that said, how do you feel about the Oscar controversy? And it's not just the Oscars. Right. It's across the board. It's not just Grammys. Award shows. Yeah. It transcends, I think, through much more. This is your passion. Right. Obviously, the goal is to see yourself on the silver screen. Yeah. So you're black. Hate to break it to you. So right. What you know? How do you feel about the obstacle within that alone, and then also the message of, oh my gosh, she wants to be positive?
Yeah. I mean, as far as the Oscars go and that whole scenario was going on, I honestly feel as though I think trying to impact people's lives is more important than walking home with the actual Oscar.
Oh, what do you mean? Flint, Michigan? Okay, I'm sorry, Justin. And your comment? I'm sorry. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What, Justin? I'm sorry. Apologies. What?
Yeah, well, for me, with the Oscars, it's unfortunate that blacks don't get that opportunity that others get, but at the same time, I don't think you should boycott it. You know?
I agree with that.
I don't think if you want to be a part of it, and a lot of them feel hurt that they're not a part of it, just be there. They allow you to be there, because as long as you keep pushing that door, you'll get there, you'll get that award. It's all about just keep pushing it.
Okay, so a certain someone who also happens to be biracial, and I happen to have mixed feelings about some of her comments. I think some are off the wall and others interesting. Okay, so when you speak to Black History Month and the NAACP awards, and there's a whole plethora of Latino awards that Donald Trump is boycotting. Anyway, I just think that you have to give credit to these platforms because that's what they're there for. You have to feel included. I would be happy not to have any race awards and we just have a great award show and let's knock it out. I don't see that happening anytime soon, unfortunately. I do think that we have to encourage our own to support each other. And with that, you can't take away the little we do have. Bottom line. So back to square one. We have this platform, which I think you have done a great job with, both of you. Thank you. So with that said, enough of the politics. You have to just watch the freaking segment. But since you guys seemingly know so much, we're gonna get to the sports in a second because this guy with this Nets hat, I've been bothering him all night.
I don't know about.
Let me just tell you, we're gonna get to it in a second. But so since you know so much, and you know we don't speak to age in the venue that we're at. Big up to Q&A Hotel, which how appropriate. But are you single?
Yes.
Oh, interesting. But you know so much about love and relationships. Hang on a second. And you, sir?
Single.
What? So I'm supposed to sit here and believe that two single gentlemen, 10 years my junior, are supposed to tell me how love... So tell me how love works. What do you envision for yourself at 25, let's just call it even. Okay? Do you envision the big butt with the nice lips and hair, cooking and cleaning with a job, and Jordans for Christmas? I mean, what is your picture perfect woman? What do you mean nice?
That's hilarious.
Are you listening?
That's
Hilarious and nice.
hilarious.
Hilarious and nice. Because he was like, oh, that could work.
Some of it was nice,
That
but
could-
I'm saying, man.
okay. So being that I'm speaking, I mean, have you? I mean, are we Carl Thomas? Is this an emotional
No,
segment
it's
that
not
we have to?
emotional.
Have you been
No.
through something that we want to go through? I mean,
I think everybody's going through their little things.
okay. Well,
With the show, with the characters, for Karen, for Sky, for Maya, these are just bits and pieces from ex-girlfriends and relationships I've been in, and other people's relationships also, and things I've watched and noticed, and I just kind of,
observations.
Yeah, observations.
All right, so since you jumped at the question, because I was, making eye contact here, but it's fine. So since you jumped at the question, let's talk about the fact that you're the director and you're getting a little bit of lip action opening credits. What does that mean? I mean, did you just write the action in? Did you just say?
No.
Did you cast and say lip action? I'm just asking a question. I'm allowed.
Yes.
Oh, I figured as much.
It fit the scene though, but yeah.
Right, because opening credits, I go, this is insane. I mean, is anybody else paying? It's like, is anybody opening credits? Brooklyn Bridge, kill yourself. So it's fine. I'm not jealous. I am, but I'm not. It's just, it's cool. I just understand if I want to get action, I'm just gonna write a screenplay. It's fine. Okay, so what's next? Season 1 we're doing now. Where can I stalk you? Where can I stalk the series at, please?
YouTube.com/Deniro Vision, DENIROVISION. You can just click it. What Happened to Love, and it'll pop up. But right now we're on episode 5 by the time it's come out, and we have one more episode after that, the finale. It gets better every episode. That's one thing I could definitely say. From episode 1, we were still learning a lot for production and still trying to catch up to what the demand was. So there was a lot of confusion early on, but each episode you see the growth from the acting, from the production, and just the whole process. It's more organized. It's more. I think you mentioned it earlier. The context. The way it's the what's the word we're looking for? The order.
Don't be trying to boss me around the
I'm not trying to.
You saw how he was like,
the director
killing me?
came out. I'm sorry, but
you understand? All I know is I'm impressed, and that's why you're here. Because if I will roast you, and that's just the bottom line. And amazing. You're sure you're not related to TK? Because again, that's all. I just want to make sure because it looks like you're the bodyguard. I'm confused. So the physique, how much of that is a part of your role? Right, acting is important. Physique is important.
It definitely plays a major role. I mean, I played basketball in my life, so.
You just bringing that up because we had the whole back.
I mean, I played. So I was always fit, but when I stopped playing ball, you got to keep fit. That's just.
I don't know.
I wake up every day.
I sit in front of
every day 4 o'clock in the morning. I wake up and I'm at the gym.
You see what I'm doing?
But on the side note, with that, him being the physique and everything, but in the show, we're not seeing that because I want him to show the acting side. I don't want people to watch him and typecast him also. That's another thing about the show.
Okay, let me just be honest. Hit the floor. And I normally don't, I normally don't go into names of things, but that's a whole different plateau. It's not just sports for you. This is a different, you're into the love. So my thing is, I'm not mad if I see a boobie or two. That's all I'm saying to you. So I'm just keep that back in. But getting back to sports, what are you wearing?
Okay.
I
have a cold. I was at work. Okay, I work across the street from the Barclay. I needed a hat, had a shag, and this is what we got for today.
All right.
I'm gonna hold on to it.
Let me get this right.
I'm a Knicks fan. I know I gotta deal with it. Go ahead. I know.
I'm a Knicks fan as well. What does that mean? So you're not trying to rep your team? So
I'm
let me get this right.
Barclay.
So you're a Knicks fan in a net hat?
Hey, it's still New York. But
that's worse than I thought. That's worse than I thought. That really is worse than I thought.
I'd rather stay warm than.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't.
Whatever.
Okay. Right. Okay. Great. And who's your? Well, you're laughing. Well, who's your team?
I'm a Knicks fan. Melo fan all my life.
Okay.
So.
You're 5.
I don't know about.
I'm just kidding. I mean, right? Because how long has been right?
No, Melo's been around for a while, man. He's been my favorite player since I was in elementary school. I was seeing him play in high school, so.
Yeah, I've been watching, and I'm waiting. I'm still waiting. What's nice is both of us haven't been alive for a championship. How sad. With Troop.
Yeah,
but I feel it's coming.
It's
feel it's coming.
Oh, it's coming.
Who's this? He's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, what is going on with this guy?
19 years old, ball, my
Right.
props.
We do books for basketball, so if you're any smart kids, okay, yeah. I pretend I'm in school. 85 or above, we give you free tickets for basketball tickets. And then Edgar Burgos of Heart to Guard actually also gives us the D tickets, which is, it's a blessing. And then Eagle, we'll get into that. It's a whole other conversation. All right, so outside of this, what else can I expect from you? I mean, I know you're working on this, but it can't just be this. So what else are you outsourcing yourself to, and I'll torture you in a second.
I mean, right now, I'm the director, the editor.
Okay,
writer,
Bossy McGee.
No, I'm saying that to make my point. I'm saying that because right now I'm really tied into it. So until the finale is on Valentine's Day. After the finale, I can really start opening up and talking about that. But I am working on a movie right after this project.
I have a question. Why did you make it Valentine's Day? Did you feel like I was going to be the loser? Which is true. I am going to be the loser at home, like with my remote, like, oh my God.
No, I'm not saying you're a loser. I'm just saying thank you to watching the show.
Right,
Valentine's Day. That's all.
She's not a loser, man.
Not at all. You're a winner.
But I'm still home at Valentine's Day watching it. All right, so whatever. Like with whatever. All right, so I'm happy. But why did you do Valentine's Day? Was that?
That's marketing. Just Valentine's Day, what happened to love? It just fit. It was right there.
Interesting. How long am I gonna have to wait for season 2?
Yeah, I don't know. We gotta get the cast and everybody right. Production. I don't want y'all to watch episode 1 again and go, hey, that was off. That sound, hey.
Well, what I'm saying to you is this: you have the interest. So are we talking 6 months? Because we're finalizing this in February. So I would love to see something starting up in September. We can make that work. That's okay.
We'll push for it. We'll push for it.
You know what? That's not.
I do want to start shooting in the spring. I will say that. I do want to start. I don't want to shoot in the wintertime, season 2.
Well, winter. We haven't winter. This is New York, but we have. What was it? Christmas was like 75 degrees. I was outside like in a tank top and nipple stickers. Like, what are you kidding me? I mean, it was.
So we'll do the indoor scenes to start off the season, and then we'll go from there. But
especially with that hat. I mean, just all we're missing is the scarf and mittens. And it's fine because when you're, when you get to where you need to be, I'm gonna have this footage.
It's not nice.
I know.
It's not nice. I thought we'd go back, man. It's not nice.
And we do though. But it's funny because now look where we are.
That's true.
And I know where we're going. Together. We're all going together. It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't need the head shake. The waves are nice. Who does your hair?
Thank you.
You want to shout out a barber?
Keeping myself. Shout out to my barber, Rome. He's psyched me up since I was 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not mad. GT Visions is in the house, by the way. That's who's wearing. Yeah, that's my apparel.
Nice.
Versus goddamn, Nets hat. You know what I'm saying?
Just gonna keep.
She killing you with that hat, man.
I'm gonna let her. She got it.
It's unbelievable.
I can't defend it. She got it.
Whatever. Okay, so we're not boycotting the Oscars. We're gonna watch the Oscars.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna watch it.
Sundance. Do you see yourself doing anything? Because you just said I heard you. Maybe they weren't listening, but I heard you. So that's next year. Are we looking at next year? Because it's realistic now.
That's what I'm trying to say. I don't want to speak something and then it backfire, but
that's why I do that. That's all I do.
I know.
And I don't care.
I know. Hopefully, all right, if I say hopefully, plan-wise, I want to have a short film out by September and hopefully a movie out by the top of the year.
Top of the year 2016.
17, sorry.
17, right. That's perfect.
And season 2, obviously, back before the
Hello, I'm not waiting that long. I'm not time for this.
No,
I'm gonna be all over you. Like
I just want to say one thing. This is not all I can do. Like I heard people say, "Oh, you just write about relationships." That's so far from the truth. Actually, when we was
what else do you want to write about?
Well,
let's stick to that.
When we were shooting, this little side note, when we were shooting this show, I actually shot a short film in between it.
About what?
It was about.
So maybe
it still might come out. That's why I want to talk about it. But there's a little legal reasons why I can't say that one. But I'll just say this: it's really strong.
This is crazy. I feel like I'm being.
I'm giving. I'm trying.
So you're trying to lure me back? I gotta sit here and come bring you back? Like this is craziness.
I tell you what, he's
The empanadas were that good. I'm confused.
But he's selling himself short though. He's an amazing writer. I mean, he's able to. We could be talking right now, and he'll say, "All right, give me 20 minutes," and next you know, he's got a scene or a whole synopsis or something. And I'm reading it, and I'm like, "Damn, that was just good. Where are you coming from?" And he's like, "Yeah, I just wrote it."
You're assistant director. What is your when you go in? Are you an animal or you're kind of like the sheep who is the wolf?
I'm the chill. I mean, he kind of really uses me when it comes to the girls. I mean, we joke about it all the time.
So wait a second. He's solid. This is
I
didn't say that. She said words in mouth.
No, I'm just. But this is because guess what? What's going on though? I'm like this. Who is his trainer? Who's your trainer?
It's a big cast.
I tell
it's
you,
over 20 people, so it's a lot of people to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
I really hope.
And where are the females at? I feel kind of gypped. I also will say that we're gonna have you back. And I think that was your whole role. He's like, I'm sick. I'm not gonna. And we're gonna have the girls back. And I feel like then we get their input because whereas you guys are two single men talking about you kill yourself. What feedback can you possibly give me?
A lot of feedback.
All right, give me some.
Are you enjoyed by the first 2 episodes? Watching the scenes between him and Karen talking about church and
I think
religion
it's
and
very
stuff like
cute.
that?
Hello, it's very cute. When you leave your socks on the bathroom floor for the 15th time in 1 month, I'm going to shadow box you, and then I'm not cooking dinner, and I'm going out, and I will see you tomorrow at 1 in the morning. I'm gonna come home at a respectable hour, and then I'm gonna be so roasted. I'm gonna snore, and then I'm snoring on top of you.
That's love.
Kill yourself. That's it. Do not torture me because it's reciprocated. That's it. That's all I'm saying to you. That's it. I'm a little older than you are. Very nice that you want to give us a little something, but church is cute. Church is nice because you shot for 3 minutes. Jesus!
Mm-hmm.
When you were there for 5 hours and have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then I gotta go to Sunday school, I'm black and white. I know, don't lie to me. I'm like, they're like, Jay, let's go to church. I'm like, black and white church. Catholic church, you out in 45 minutes. Black church, I'm like,
all
8
day.
o'clock.
And I went to both.
Maybe all
I went
day.
to both. Growing up, I was at Baptist
That's what I'm saying
church
to you.
all day. Catholic church, you get 45 minutes.
You did both?
You
I
out.
did both. Yeah, I went to Catholic school.
Hello, where you at?
Christ the King.
Ew.
Oh, come on.
Cardinal
tough.
Spellman, fam.
Damn.
Queens.
Mm.
But y'all alright though, because Rice is closed now, so it was like all stars.
Oh, I mean,
Rice game.
No.
Stop it. Rice was crushing you.
No.
Stop.
Win.
Stop.
Win. Cause when I was there.
Are you talking about Omar Cook days? Let's
Omar,
stop
don't
it.
talk about Omar
Don't
Cook
do
now.
it to
Omar
yourself.
Cook, come on now.
You better get your boy. You don't know.
Omar Cook was a bad boy. I was with him this summer.
We was at state champs together, so I don't know. I was on with the Team Rice, Team St. Raymond's. Crush it. Rice the King,
so my
sleep.
4 years
St.
there?
Who they go? St. John.
My 4 years there. We beat Rice every time. I won a city championship
Who you
every
played
year.
against? All right, was Mo Hicks coaching it, or who?
Mo Hicks was. He was coaching the first 2.
Oh, kill yourself. All right, so come on, let's stop. Let's
He
stop.
left.
No, this is what I'm asking. Politely asking you.
Anyway,
Anyway,
you get me hostile, man. Christ the King. Man.
Hello.
You know.
I-
I get.
It's in the show.
Yeah,
This Nets hat
It's
on.
in the show.
He can't be hostile with his Nets hat on. Anything but hostile. Okay, so fine. Love out the way. That's all we're talking about? I mean, is that it? Or can we expect something? I would like to see, since you guys seem to know so much, forget the church and the working
next-
women. Give me
The
something
next
for the
project
bachelor
is actually
crew.
pretty dark. It's pretty dark.
If you're stabbing and killing people, I don't need them to kill
No,
them with murder.
when
Thank
I
you so
say
much.
dark, well, I don't have to go that route to be dark. I'm talking about the actual character, the writing, the actual storyline. When I write stories and stuff, and I write, short films or movie or web series, I take 2 months. For me, it's a lot of time. I take 2 months and I really just dig deep on the characters. So even
researching
if you
understanding,
I study
their-
people talk. Like even you, I can study you, hear you talk, and I can go, okay, I can write something for you tonight. Which I
He
couldn't.
ain't lying.
So
Give him 20 minutes.
give me 20 minutes. I have a scene for you.
All right, so guess what? So you get you, because I'm gonna be in your okay.
Yeah.
I just want a little situation with
Yeah,
your
definitely.
situation to the left.
Hilarious.
Right. In any event, since we're scripting our own action, that's the vision for me. Vision for you outside of the show.
Outside the show is keep expanding. Just keep working. I wanna
Do you see yourself as like a Tyler Perry type? And I hate to parallel. I
Well, I
hate to parallel, but
no, I like
when
it.
I say that, he's if you're gonna parallel,
This is somebody
that's
you
who you
should,
want
yeah,
to
inspire
aspire to.
to.
But when I say him, he captures because he takes himself to, which I think this is what you're trying to tell me. I don't believe it. The streets don't believe you need more people. So I need the females here to tell me we need to get it situated because I don't believe that you two are scripting a series where, because you could tell me your whole, are you kidding me? Because I can sit here and do a female series
now. Well, hold on.
and tell you how it is.
Now let me say something real quick.
I'm listening to you.
When it's now as a male
Please.
director and a male writer
Mhm.
watching the show, did you feel like the girls sounded like a man talking, or did it feel like an actual girl was actually?
What I'm
talking?
saying, okay, I'm gonna be
I
honest.
mean, I
Since
give
we're talking,
give both sides.
this gonna be in the show.
I wrote
This
that
is the answer.
the Ricky scene you see when they talking about Sophie and Blanc.
My
I
shit's
wrote
coming
that.
up.
That's writing both sides now.
That's 100%. But how sad that I had to go through that nonsense.
Hilarious.
That was ridiculous. When he said that, I was like, date over. What I think is interesting is you have your perception of things,
right.
and I'm very happy that you think every man was raised by amazing parents who are church-oriented, No. Because again, we're still in the middle of the series. Let's not give it away. Okay? But what I'm saying to you is you give this amazing opinion. You're smooching by the Brooklyn Bridge in the first 3 minutes of it. Like, please stop. Don't start it. I'm just saying, it's from my perspective, and I have a plethora of girlfriends, different demographics, races, financial backgrounds, who all hate men until there's a certain need for you for various reasons. But we all hate you because that's not it. This is ridiculous. I was pregnant 8 months standing on the train. Kill me now. Why? There's the chivalry to a certain extent is dead. And I'm not saying that you two are not stand-up guys. That is not what we see, especially since most of my guests, various platforms, phones ringing now, who knows who that is. Bottom line is, you show different mediums.
Right.
We're not portraying this lovey-dovey, church-going, scrub-wearing. That's not what we see. So you can tell me that's how it is, but we all know there's some dirt going on. That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
there's definitely some.
Now let me. Can by the time by the time this comes out, episode 5 will be out. The first 2 episodes, without giving away too much, was planned to actually be squeaky clean. So the characters look like, oh, well, hey, they're kissing and hugging and everything's all nice and cool. And then the real story comes in. So you have to build the story. You don't want to just come out and...
So what you're telling me is that you guys are 2 slime balls that I'm hanging out with. I'm annoyed now. Now I'm very annoyed.
No slime balls.
It's just a bad word. I mean, you know...
When you're in a relationship...
The fact that you responded that way tells me I need to watch out for you especially.
In the show...
You're not so bothered, but you, sir...
In the show,
I didn't like that. He was like, slime balls.
I'm just saying, in the show, you know, there's hashtag Kevin ain't shit. That's my character. So, I mean, if you're watching...
Oh, so so I got it. All right.
I gotta have fun. I'm a director. I gotta have fun too.
I get it. All right. So, speaking of directors, who's your aside from Spike? I mean, who do you love?
Well, okay, him, Keenan Ivory Wayans. I don't know. You said top 5, or you said just name?
No, give me a couple.
Oh, okay.
We spoke about Tyler. You know what I mean? Like
Tyler, of course. Keenan, who I think is very underrated. Keenan Ivory Wayans.
You're talking in Living Color. Yeah. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I mean, because that you have to also. And we're gonna speak about Bill Cosby. We have to. I mean, we can't be here all night because I have other things to do outside of hanging out with you because you know it all. But like the whole Bill Cosby thing, like we won't go into politics there because it's neither here nor there. It's not an issue at this point. It is an issue. It's another conversation of the day, but. He brought so much to the table, and I think that we can't discredit the Fat Alberts, the I Spies, the Different Worlds, and the Cosby Show. So, Spike was movies, and I think if you look at it, Do the Right Thing,
and let's not
Eric Garner, the parallel is incredible. So when you look at what I just want to know.
Well, one of my biggest, not to cut you off, one of my biggest inspirations is Debbie Allen, actually. Someone who's very underrated.
Fame,
you know, her Robert Townsend also.
Robert Townsend.
Yeah, Robert Townsend.
$10,000 in his credit cards.
Yeah.
And he made the movie with he took out he believed in himself. He took out $10,000 in credit cards.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow.
Speaking about this the other day, Jamal's in the background. Yeah, he act like he ain't even here, but whatever. Like he took out $10,000 in credit card debt and made his first movie.
I didn't know that.
That's how he did that. Napoleon Dynamite, $10,000, and look at that. Yeah. So
I mean, even me working on this project,
don't go to numbers. You working on sponsorship?
No, I would never do that. Never. I'm just talking about like the fact that we pretty much took almost nothing, and the fact that I can get together so many people together for the first time. My first time doing it. Like you're looking at me one way as like, okay, I don't know what he's doing. Like one day he's saying he want to rap. I'm talking about me the past 5 years. One day he want to rap. One day he wants to be a cameraman. One day he wants to be a songwriter. Then the next day, now he's talking about he want to be a director. So they're looking at me like, what do you do? Because all I see you do is post memes about inspirational stuff. So what do you do? So when I say, okay, you know what, I'm going to show you. And I don't care what happens to me during the process, I'm going to get it done. And I'm going to make sure every week and every day is going to get better. And I'm going to make sure this cast is actually going to get along no matter what. So if I had to be in between and had to referee and all that stuff, then that's what's going to happen. But I'm just saying that to say that, sometimes you can work your ass off.
Okay, first of all, no, you can't make. Okay, so you wasn't here. I've been here all day long, politic.
It's too late for all that. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, no, don't be throwing stuff at me. And then you're gonna get violent. You can't make people work together, and I think sometimes it works and it doesn't work. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you need the edge.
Well, that's why
sometimes I really need to hate you.
Well, I mean, it's happened in the cast.
Yeah, it's happened
a few times, but
let's talk about it.
Make
the eyebrows. Eyebrows McGee, since he's over here.
Wait, can I should I be PG-13 or can I just be raw?
No, you have to be. No, this is you have to. Yes, we talk about this.
Okay, all right.
But your net's
without going too far into it, there's stuff that happened in the cast, and as a writer, we put into the show. We have fun with it.
It helped out.
So in other words, you guys are a hot mess. So okay, so do you guys do a behind the scenes component as to
There will be.
Right. So who's covering that? Thank you. Okay, great. So it was so nice. It was so great. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Anytime.
Okay. So I have other things on tap. I would love to hang out with you.
Yes.
There is definitely a demand. I'm interested. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Certain people are intriguing me. No offense with your Nets hat. The Nets hat is throwing me off. In any event, where can we find you at? I asked you, but what's your social media? What's your link?
Oh, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter. I am Just Kirks. I am JUS_KIRK. Find me there, Instagram, Twitter, everything, Facebook, YouTube.
Find me on Facebook at Frank Deniro. That's spelled with DENIRO. And also Instagram, same thing, straight through Frank Deniro.
Anything else coming up I need to know, like summertime that's like hot that I need to stalk you guys?
All right, I'll just say it right now. Can I just make the announcement?
Yeah,
I'm gonna spread it.
And the exclusive. Let's go. Right,
this summer, there will definitely be a short film, and I don't care what we have to do. Season 2 will be out before Thanksgiving next year.
Oh, but when I said it was unrealistic. But all he says it now, it's Jesus. Like it's just I'm confused. You know what I'm saying?
That was inspiration.
It's gonna get done. More might get done before that. We might have more than that.
All right.
Sure.
Let me go. Well, GT Visions is here on the deck. And they've been A1. Okay. I'm serious. Monty's like this. He's like, okay. In any event, I'm very happy that we had you guys down. We're gonna be back. I'll be stalking you. Get season 2 done. I expect my feature role.
But don't forget to watch episode 5 and the finale coming up. It's gonna be nice.
But don't be nasty. Valentine's Day. So if you're the loser like me, it's at home. And I'm not mad.
Watch it on the 15th. Watch it on the 15th.
We all be saying no.
Subscribers get it a day early.
Stop it. This guy. Are you kidding me?
He said he's single.
You please stop it. He is not single. All right. The Brunch Bunch, Saturdays. I'm roasted. I can't. Single. Kill yourself. Saturdays. The Brunch Bunch. We'll be back.
Through the ground.